Hey, I'm finally back with another watch list. It's been a minute, but in this one I'm gonna tell you about underrated anime you should watch. So some of these you might find I don't know, they might not be underrated to you, but to me I feel like they're underrated because I don't see a lot of people mentioning any of these like nowhere on like social media, like YouTube, TikTok, all types of stuff where people like mention a whole bunch of anime. I haven't seen it on there. So I'm gonna say those, but just know I got a list on my phones because we're saving trees. Yeah, I haven't said that in a while. It's been a minute. Yes, it has. So first one I want to talk about is Princess Principles. Now this takes place in a futuristic type of 21st century, like 20th century or 19th century. I think that is like, it's either the 20th or 19th century. I don't remember exactly. Just think of like the roaring 20s. It's like kind of that type of era, but this one is like high tech and all that because they have all these type of machines and other like technology and other stuff that we didn't have in our real world, but it's around that type of area, somewhere around there. And this follows a group of spies that work for this other country because like two countries are at war, but they're technically at war, but they're not at war because they're trying to like do peace. But these spies are kind of like people that like help the side that they're on to like stop it, that like a bigger war would break out, stuff like that. But like it's a pretty good vibe. It's a pretty good vibe. Like I like it. There's a movie too that recently came out, I think last year, but like it's really good. But yeah, you'll enjoy it when you watch it. All right, so next one to talk about is Kuroko Connect. Now this deals with a lot of, I guess you could say, sci-fi type of stuff, kind of not not really psychological. It's like one of those like type of sci-fi kind of things, kind of not, because this deals with a group of kids that are in high school. I guess you could say it's a club, and they all get affected by different type of crazy like events and all that. So one of the main things that's like the first arc it covers is like all of them, they end up like switching bodies with themselves. So like somebody's like mind goes to somebody else's body, and they have that, and that happens. So like you have this crazy stuff that happens throughout like the whole anime, and like it's really dope. Like it's one of the ones where you're just like, yo, have you ever just thought about like what would it be like to go in somebody else's body? That's basically what it does. It explains there. And there's also like other stuff that happens, and like it explains like why this is happening and all that. But bro, it's a really dope anime. Hey, trust me, it is. Like I enjoyed it when I first watched it. I was like, wow, this is like really good. Like I liked all the different cases that happen. There's also one where they start like going back in different ages. So like they go from like when they're like 5 years old, a baby, all that happens. There's a lot of like crazy things that happen there. But Kuroko Connect, you should watch it. Trust me, you should. Now next one is the Book of Bantora, or whatever, how you say it exactly. Now this follows these people that are like libraries at this one big library that protect like people, because like books in their society are like super sacred and all that, and they're only stored in this library. And like these librarians that are there, they fight these creatures and other like bad enemies that are in the world. And there's a lot of people with crazy dope powers. And like one of the people that there works at the library, that's the head librarian, like she's one of the strongest people in the whole world, and she's always trying to find somebody that can beat her. So basically, if Goku went to this world, she would love that, and you would hear Goku like, hey, it's me, Goku. Yeah. And actually, yes, Goku needs to go to this world. That's how broken she is. But she's very broken. You're gonna see the story of like all this different librarians and all of them, how they fight like other people to get these books and all this other stuff. It's very interesting. There's like 27 episodes. You should enjoy it. There's a lot of fighting, and like you get a little bit of story and other crazy stuff that happens. And plus there's an OP main, I don't know, she's not really the main character, but just an OP character that's in it, and like she's pretty dope. And there's other people too. Now the next one is Boogie Pop Phantom. Now this is going to be one I might get, people might hate, might not, because they're seeing it, they might think it's boring or not. But with me, this is a very interesting one, because like it's an old school to early 2000 anime that is based on Boogie Pop, but it's like it only takes like certain stuff from it, and it's kind of like a horror, and it's kind of like it can get confusing, kind of not, but like it's just like a early 2000 one. You're understanding, like there's a lot of crazy different things that's happening. Like it's not like the Boogie Pop and others, because this one just takes like certain aspects of it and puts it in there. So this is like an interesting early thriller. A lot of people say this is a cult classic because of like some of the way it is, and trust me bro, it has an amazing opening. Like the opening is a banger alone. Like you can watch this alone just for the opening. That's how fire it is, the opening is. But yeah, you'll enjoy this if you like thrillers and kind of horror anime, because it kind of has some horror aspects to it. There are a lot of creepy things that happen in it. There is. So hey, watch it. Trust me, watch it. Now next one is called Two Car. Now Two Car is very interesting because this follows like this group of girls that like, because there's different girls you meet because they're in high school, and they're each on they have their own club and all that, but they drive these things that are like motorcycles, and there's two people in the car, and each person in the car has their own role. So like when they're taking curves, one person has to turn one way, one person has to turn the other way. There's one person controlling the car. This has a lot of beautiful animation, and there's a lot of women if you like them thick, I'm just saying. But yeah, you're gonna get like a lot of different personalities from each of the girls you meet from different schools, and like the races they do are actually pretty dope. Like I remember watching this back in the day, and I was like, oh wow, this is actually pretty good. I didn't expect it to be that good. I thought it was just gonna be like one of these ones that's just gonna be like meh, and it wasn't. Like, it's actually decent. So yeah, if you like any type of sports anime, you'll enjoy this because it just has racing and all that, and it's pretty dope. Of course, you can see like the crazy things that are gonna happen. There's gonna be some stuff that happens because some people might take L's, some don't, but like it's a really like cute little racing type of anime that you might enjoy. Yeah. Now the next one is called Strawberry Marshmallow. Now, oh, this one's amazing, bro. It's amazing. It's hilarious. Now this is like one of the most funniest anime I've ever watched. Like, it's up there. Like, it's really up there because this shit is hilarious. So this follows, like, you have 4 girls that are in elementary. They're in fifth and sixth grade. Plus you have one of the girls who's older sister, and you can see the different shenanigans they go on. And you have the main, not really the main character, but you have one of the girls that's in the main cast. Her name's Miyu, and she's a menace, bro. And like, she carries the show because how funny and like out of pocket she does. She does a lot of like crazy out of pocket stuff, but there's like different things that happen each time, and like it's one of those where you're just gonna see like a different story just play out each episode because of like what they do, and like it's funny, bro. Like, I really enjoy each time because like, bro, Miyu's hilarious. If you've not seen my TikTok, go to my TikTok, bro. It has like 20k something on there, and watch the video I put on there, and you'll see why I say watch this anime, because like, trust me, Miyu is very out of pocket. Also, I made a video about that on this channel. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So next one is March Comes In Like a Lion, and oh, let me tell you something. Now this is really good. This is about this he's a middle schooler going into high school, and like, he's a professional shogi player, so he doesn't go to high school and all that, and you get to see him play shogi with all these different people, and as he wins, he loses, but it has like a crazy like fundamental like storyline, because like there's a family that he meets one day, and like they end up becoming like his family too, and they take care and help him out, and like there's a lot of like cute things that happen. There's a lot of sad stuff that happens in this, a lot of happy stuff. You get to see him like become a beast at shogi and all this stuff. But yeah, it's really good. Like, it's on Netflix, you need to watch it, bro. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, this is like really good, because like there really are some tear joker moments that happen in this. Like, bro, March Comes In Like a Lion is like really good, like really good. So the next one, who I might mess up the beginning of this name, I probably will. If you know me by now, I mess up names. So it's the Sababagu, I don't know, survival game club. Yeah, I don't know about that first part. Y'all can correct me in the comments. I more likely said that wrong, but survival game club. Now this one is very good, bro, mainly because all the characters in this, they're in a their club is at school. Like, this is a very like, this club couldn't work in the United States, but it could work other places. But the club they're in is, they like having BB guns, and they each have different BB guns and all that, and they end up doing different stuff with the BB guns, and because they're just survival game club, so that's why they're called it, because they have BB guns. Sometimes they have shootouts with each other and all that. Just know this could not work in America, because you know how American schools are. That would not fly. But yeah, it's really interesting because they have a lot of different characters. The main character, at first, she didn't know what club to go to, and then she goes there because like she's forced, because one of the girl catches her and like, oh, you need a club to join, and they join them. But there's also like a character that does a lot of cosplay and all that. It has funny stuff. There's a lot of crazy stuff that's happened. Like, they do a lot of wild out of pocket stuff, especially because they have these BB guns. They do like against other schools. They go against other schools too, or like on their own grounds, and like there's a lot of ridiculousness that happens, and there's a lot of shenanigans. But bro, trust me, it's really good. Just know this club could not be a club in America. Most definitely could not, because you know how they get down in America. But yeah, the next one is Service X Servants. Now this one follows this girl. She just got out of college. Like, I guess you could say she just is like 25, something like that. But you follow 3 different people that are just now getting into working at this service place, and they take care of like all the problems that people have with different stuff that they come there. It's basically like, if you know, it's just a place you go to get stuff taken care of. That's basically what they do, and they all do different type of things, and you get to see their daily things, and like a lot of characters are funny on there. There's a lot of crazy things that happen, a lot of misunderstandings. There's this one girl that likes cosplaying, and she wants everybody to get into cosplay and all that. Like, there's a lot of like crazy stuff happens. There's a lot of people that just do interesting stuff there, because like, you have somebody that just listens to somebody's problems. You have somebody that just takes care of stuff, like literally like parenting stuff, all types of stuff. Like, this is just one of those. It's a very interesting show, because like it's like all over the place, because there's so many people they're working with, but there's also like funny things. Like, one of the managers they have there is a stuffed animal. Just know it gets ridiculous, but Servant X Service is like really good. Like, trust me, it's really good. So next one's probably gonna be when I mess up the name. Besa and Workshop of Fun. Yeah, I messed up that first part. I probably did. Yeah, who knows? I suck at pronunciations or whatever. Yeah, y'all can correct me in the comments. But this one is arguably the funniest anime I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, it's very funny. So you follow 3 girls that are in this club, and like in their club they just literally BS and do random stuff all the time, but there's a lot of crazy moments. Like, there's a lot of crazy faces they make, a lot of crazy moments, but bro, trust me, you'll be rolling watching this, because like there's so much funny stuff in it. If you do not laugh in this anime, I'm telling you, bro, you don't got a sense of humor, because like, bro, it's really funny, and like, it's underrated. I know I've seen, sometimes I see clips on it, but more people need to watch this, because like, it's so funny and out of pocket. Like, so much crazy stuff happens. Like, I'll tell you a quick little thing. There's this running joke in the show of like the one girl, she's from like overseas, like probably England or something like that. But like, there's one episode when they're like, oh, what does that smell? And they say like, and they make it seem like she has smelly armpits, even though like she kind of does, and they bring it up throughout the show. Yeah, there's a lot of like crazy stuff in there. So the next one is Flying Witch. So this follows this girl that just became a witch, and she has to move out of her house because she's 18, and once you're 18 you gotta move out the house. And you get to like see her daily life when she like moves in with her uncle, aunt, and cousins, and you get to see like how they find out she's a witch, and like she does her daily different stuff at being a witch, and how she's learning how to be a witch more. And then of course you meet her sister, and her sister's like a known witch throughout the whole world, like one of the best ones. Like, it's decent, like it's really decent. It's just like a wholesome anime you enjoy. Like, trust me, it's good, bro. Like, I mean, I watched it and I was like, wow. I watched it, bro, and I was like, yo, I need the manga now, and I went and got the manga. That's how much I enjoyed this show. All right, the last one to talk about is one that, oh bro, it has amazing animation, and the storyline is pretty dope, and there's a lot of crazy action in this, and you wouldn't think there would be. And it's called The Rolling Girls. Now, oh, there's a lot of crazy action. Now, there's like a video online that I found this on. I remember I found it because like it had like this song on it, and like they put it here. I forgot, it was like I think it was a song that was on TikTok blowing up. It was like that one, it was like round 1, round 2, that whatever that stuff, whatever that one was. But, and like they had like this girl that was in a Power Ranger dress suit fighting this other one. But yeah, this one is dope. There's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of exploring, there's adventures, there's story to it. You get to learn all this information, and like it's all cluttered into one big old amazing beautiful world that it is. Like, it's nuts. So like there's some action. The reason why there's action is because like there's different regions where different people have, and like they have these hearts that allow them, like these little heart stones that allow them to use these superpower type of things, and like each region has one person that protects it, and they end up sometimes just having matches and all that. But it's crazy. And like one day you have like this one region, their character got like messed up, so these 4 girls, they set on an adventure to get another heartstone, and then that's what the main anime premise is. You're just gonna see adventures with these 4 girls. But yeah, hey, this is my first list for underrated anime. I'll probably have another one sometime in the future, probably. I don't know, probably. We'll see if people actually enjoy this or not. But yeah, hey, let me know if you've seen any of these. Let me know if you're gonna watch any of these. Let me know if any of these were like interesting to you. Like, you can look it up yourself, because you know I have horrible like explanations most of the time. But yeah, hey, if you enjoyed the video, like. If you didn't, you can dislike, subscribe if you really enjoyed. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye.